short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. An inside deal from the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Love this call on the angle route to get the back out of the backfield and in the middle of the void of that zone coverage, and he turns it into a really nice pickup for a 1st down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He lets it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often.
Oh, Chris, he almost gave one back there. This quarterback needs to be much more careful working with a 2-touchdown lead. That's not how to protect it.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's got it in the open. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. He makes the grab. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds his target. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. He breaks free. Has the 1st down and more. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well. pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Oh, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about it over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The sure hands. It's Taylor. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Dogs will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. The Alabama offense back onto the field.
Here we go.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Boy, the defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
Tough position here. Second and long from the 14. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia. Pick six could be a game changer.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14.
That makes the score Alabama 24, Georgia 14.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Hilton. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Backfield is empty here for second and inches. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught near the sticks. It's Hilton. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
In the red area, it's Meadows. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Handoff in a single back formation. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Bulldogs come to the line to run the hurry-up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. We make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for his big tight end. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
They'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Grab behind the line, it's Taylor. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Direct snap to the back. Breaks free. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Keeping it on the ground here. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
A quick throw out left, complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Close to the tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Barber. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's first and goal.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Finds the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to throw again. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Grinding away on the ground. They bring him down right at the 20.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They're going to run it here. Gets past the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
He's going to try to use his legs here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.